Mike said that the rest of these next couple weeks are an extension of camp, but as a player, is there something about leaving this and leaving the hotel that, is there a delineation for you?
Yeah, it's actually been new for me. This is my first time kind of traveling, going to a different space for camp in my recent years. So it's been new, but definitely practicing in the stadium has been a joy for me, and just like energy, like just the lights, being able to get used to that and stuff. You usually don't get that all the time. So like practicing on another field or at Tempe, you don't get that feel, but it's been good. It's been helpful and a new experience for me.
As a veteran guy, do you like playing in the preseason? I know Mike was talking about how some of the guys will get a handful of reps in this game.
Yeah, no, it's exciting to get the rust knocked off. Camp is definitely for that too, but you get tired of going against your teammates. You know, I'm tired of hitting Buddha. I'm tired of hitting, Dewey. It gets annoying. You start to want to take care of each other. Like, we can start to feel like, all right, we're going in between this gap, but we love each other, bro. And you start to feel like, all right, we're starting to get closer to compete against somebody else. So it's exciting to have that feeling. Running routes against somebody that hasn't seen it every day, you get like tired of running the same route because now he knows the route too. So those things start to get annoying. So it makes it more exciting to go against a different opponent.
Having a previous relationship with Mike before, how can you kind of be his How can you kind of help him?
Yeah, great question. Me and Mike have a great relationship. He uses me as an example all the time. That's the guy I want to be. Like, he can put me on the spot, and I understand where he's coming from. And I want to be coached hard. I want to be coached, real. Like, it's not fake. We have a good relationship, but it's not fake, when he's trying to use me as an example to maybe get a point across to somebody else. Like, that relationship's there. So how I respond and how I take coaching can help another player. Not that he's trying to get a specific player or anything like that. It's just the relationship is there. He can use me as an example, and he know I will apply it, whatever he's coaching me up on the next time. And it just helps the camaraderie of the group of how he's approaching coaching and his intent of like how he's coaching us. And it's been good, man. He's helped me a lot, and he's a big reason I'm at where I'm at right now.
What do you like about this team during camp?
I love the energy, man. It's funny. I love building, man. I'm a builder. That's what I've learned about myself over the years. And you could say this is a rebuild, but the pieces are there, which is kind of crazy. In my past experiences and early in my career, I've been on rebuilds and teams that needed to grow, and I love that process. Honestly, last year, I felt like I was in New England, and just to bring up a point, like, they made it to the Super Bowl. I missed, like, the flowers growing, but just to go through that process with them, that's how I feel here. Like, we're building something to get somewhere, and I love being a part of that process. I love laying the bricks and going through the camp days, the hard days, and building these relationships. It's been fun. I've been getting really close with the guys. This receiver room has been one of the best I've been a part of, the personalities, and so that's kind of how I would answer. I love building, and I think that's what we're doing.
You bring the energy. How would you describe the energy as a whole?
I think it's great. I have handshakes with everybody, so I'm completely finished with handshakes in the whole receiver room across the board, which is just dope to me. Like, those type of things mean a lot. I'm building individual connections, and that's something that I take, personal, and like how I can speak to Marv or Mike. It's different, and I'm learning that as I go through. Even an undrafted guy, Trey, or BG, like, it's a different approach, and it's been fun. I think the guys know I genuinely mean it. It's not fake. It's not I'm trying to fit in. It's just who I am, and you take it how you want as a player. Like, hey, what's wrong with him? But it's the energy. It's being positive. It's wanting good things to happen for somebody. And we're all competing. So I try to make it as comfortable with each other as it already not is. Like, we're competing. We're trying to take each other's jobs. So why make it harder and things like that? So that's why I try to be positive and have that energy.
During camp?
One more time?
Still vlogging during camp on the YouTube?
Yeah. I've been vlogging. I've been so busy, though. It's been fun, though. Like, I just had a baby, too. That was fun. So more short vlogs, not YouTube vlogs. I have to focus. I got ADHD, bro. I'll be all over the place. So being locked in on the playbook, different things, but definitely have joy in everything I do. Trying to have a personality off the field helps me on the field.
Speaking of some of those younger guys, the other day, obviously Brooks had a nice game. Virgil had some big plays. even Bryson looks like he's made some play. Like, how do you kind of see that younger group all trying to, as you said, trying to find a job?
Yeah, absolutely. Well, the greatest thing we've all been saying, we're making it hard on the coaches. Like, that's all we can do. Like, we don't want to have a group that's tearing each other down. Yeah, I want to build people up. We want to build each other up to make plays, and I think that's what's been happening. So you see it. It's a lot of encouragement going on. So when the ball's in the air, everybody's rooting for you. You can feel when you're being rooted for and when you're like being doubted. It's a different feel when the ball's in the air, and I think that's what we've been building as a group. Everybody's confident that they will make the play, that we're rooting for each other. I think that's important. So we got a strong room, man, and I tell them we tell each other every day, like, we're making it hard on them. It's going to be hard decisions, and that's just the nature of the game, but that's how we play the game, is to make it as hard on cut day as possible for the coaches.
Is it, when you have those conversations with younger guys especially that haven't made it in the league, do you ever get pushback? Do you ever get, oh, okay, Kendrick, but you've been in the league this many years, you got your bank account, like, it's easy for you to say
Absolutely.
that.
No, yeah, it's real. So I actually had Trey and Reggie with me in the offseason, and it was great. And they were trying to learn me and, like, learn how I got to where I was at. And I spent a good week with them, and it was powerful. But that knowledge of, like, hey, you got to go through the process. Like, I'm here, you're there. Like, you're trying to get to where I'm at. I can't go back. Like, you know, sometimes I wish I could I want to feel like you. But I think it's that, like, they're trying to learn how to get there. So soaking game and different things is important. But they've been having, those two specific guys been having good energy. Some guys have been in the league 2 years, a couple years. I think they have experience. And sometimes when you go through years, you know how it goes. You know how gritty the game is and how tough it is. So I think those young guys have been great of soaking game, not like getting too caught up in, well, I'm not getting no reps. They've been really good of, like, hey, when you go in, you got to make a play. And that's why you see our group. Like, I said it the other day, we haven't had a lot of balls on the ground. I don't want to make no jinxes or nothing, but it's the focus. It's the intent of our opportunities, and I think that's what we're creating in the room.
What are your impressions of Jacoby as a leader at that position? And then how did the vibe change when you came back?
Yeah, great question. Jacoby, I was with him in New England, and it was great. And it's the same model. It's crazy. I seen him in a time where, he lost the job, and it was tough for him. And I was actually going through ACL, so I was in a tough season too, and he motivated me a lot. And so that experience with him was different. And so to see him over there and now see him here in a position that he deserves, honestly, I believe, and that he's worked for, it's awesome to see him operate in that space. And it's been a process. He's still working through, like, getting connected with us. We've been having some good days, struggling days, but it's the process. It's the process of contract negotiations, what he went through. But I love the mentality he's in now of being the guy and, like, leading us, operating, and having good energy, man. Like, today I scored my first touchdown in camp. Finally, last day, bro, I scored my touchdown. I haven't scored in a year, even in practice, and it was long. But to connect with him today was dope. And what was your second question?
The vibe around him, I guess, when he came back.
Yeah. The change was cool. We know as a group how it goes. Money controls a lot in this league, and it's just the truth of it. And that's the position he's in, and I'm glad he got it done. Contract negotiations are tough, and we have to understand as a team, like, that's what goes on. So there's no, like, entitlement to nothing, and when you're the guy, you're the guy, and so we have to all play a role. And I think it was a good transition, and we're just working on getting those kinks out. The time missed, and I think it's been good so far.
Congrats on the new addition.
Thank you.
What are you seeing out of Carson so far?
Carson's great, man. Just confident, really, really calm in the pocket and different things. Seeing his first game, it's just dope to break that ice for him. I've seen some reports about, his arm and when he was hurt, and, him throwing bombs was just dope to see him kind of put that to bed a little bit. That stuff is encouraging as an individual.
Did they show the no-look pass in the meeting room?
Nah, he didn't show it, but it's all over Twitter though. So it was that stuff is impressive, bro. Like, and he's having fun, so that's what makes it even better. It's like he's not, like, forcing it. It's instinct and it's natural. So that's what makes it cool.
You talked about practicing under the lights and inside the stadium. From a wide receiver's perspective, like, just how much does depth perception truly matter when you're practicing inside, and how much of a benefit is that when most of your games are going to be inside a stadium?
Yeah, like coaches try to tell us, go out and get touches, throw the ball high, like, and see it. And it's hit or miss though. Like Jacoby has moon balls though, so like he can get it up there. So like with your quarterback, you have to know like sometimes he might be right in that light, and it can get tricky. So just focusing your eyes, hand-eye coordination is very important. But I think ultimately it comes down to running good routes, strong routes, and making the catch as easy as possible. It's never going to be easy, but if you be aggressive, play, we try to dictate, and I think that's when you're most comfortable and powerful. But if you're just out there going through the motions and different things, those things can get to you. Like sometimes you got to catch the sun. Like if you're playing outside too, you have to, they say catch the sun. So stuff like that is hard, but when you're focused and locked in, sometimes it just falls your way.